Hey guys, I'm Jordan Sparks, and y'all Mila J. and
What Big Crit?
Girl Jasmine Sullivan.
It's your girl Tiana Taylor.
It's your boy Rotin.
This is Brandy.
Everybody, I'm Erica Campbell, and you're watching.
you're watching me.
You're watching Music Exclusive TV. You already know what it is. It's the best in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your boy 2KingS right here checking out Music Exclusive TV, where they play it first and get it right, where we play it first. Yeah, it's going down right here in New York, New York. Holla at your boy.
Hey, this is Lisa, and you are watching Music Exclusive TV. Today we are here with Houston's very own 2KingS, formerly known as Lonestarr Capone. So, what's up? How are you?
I'm blessed, highly favored. I can't complain.
How are you liking New York?
I'm loving New York. You know, I feel like, you know, some of my roots is from here. My mother, she's from here, so I love New York.
All right, so I just want to jump right into it.
What's
Why
up?
the name change? Who is 2KingS versus Lonestarr Capone?
Everybody wants to know. I mean, Lonestarr Capone as an artist, you know, it came about from me just being myself. I'm a loner by nature, so it was Lone Star. As soon as I came out of my mama's womb, I felt I was a star. You know what I mean? I just felt that way. And Capone.
So you knew.
Yeah, so Capone was more because I'm from the streets. You know, I've been through a lot of shit, so it was just a combination. But that guy, he moved on, and when I was in the process of changing my name, I really wanted to make sure that it was something profound that it could stand out. Mm-hmm. So everybody already calls me 2 because I'm the second. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So what happened is that I was talking to my mother.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was like, "Son, you're battling like, you know, 2 different sides, your dark side and your, you know what I mean, your light side, you know." And so I've always felt I was a king in my own ring. That's always been my thing. Like, I've always felt I was a king in my own ring. So I just put 2 kings together, and you got both kings inside of me. So I
like that.
I have to make the right choice and choose the right king. You know what I mean? Because the other king, you know, he a fool too. You know.
I like that. I like that a lot. So you just dropped an EP.
Right. Well, I dropped a single.
Okay.
Off of an EP I did with my boy Fred on him, who did Flick of the Wrist.
Okay.
He produced that record. So we have a whole project together that we did. But I also have another project out in L.A. that I've done with a producer by the name of Dream State, and it derives from the company Starboss Music Group. So that's my team out there in L.A.
So how did it feel to finally put that out and have everyone hear your music?
You know what? I can't even explain the feeling. It was more of accomplished feeling. It was more feeling like, man, I can do this. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
And, you know, and that's my plan.
So you're motivated.
Very much so. Very much so.
Now, what motivates you to do music? Like, can you tell me a little bit more about your background?
That's cool. You know, I love music. My mother, my mother, and my pops. You know what I mean? They met at Howard University in the choir. You know, so music's always been in my blood. My whole family, they singing everything. You know, I've been hustling, doing my thing for a lot. I know what it is to touch, you know, money, but not big money like, you know, your Jay-Z's and your 50s and your Diddy's and stuff. But I would like that. I believe I can achieve that.
We all trying to get there.
Right. I believe I can achieve that and more. God will, so I want it. Okay. So I'm going after it. And, you know, I know that, you know, I'm excited because I get to do what I love to do that I really don't have to get paid for. Like, I don't have to get paid to entertain you. I enjoy entertaining. I enjoy doing music. I enjoy acting. It's just what I love to do. Put smiles on people's faces. You feel me?
I feel you. I feel like that's everyone's goal, to just do something that they love.
Exactly.
So just tell me a little bit about how you see yourself in the future. How are you different from all of the other Houston rappers?
Right.
How are you different?
Well, first of all, you know, I'm going to say I'm different from all rappers, first of all, because the versatility that I bring to the game and what I bring to the art. You know, 2KingS, the artist, you know, he's able to snatch different tones, different subject matters, different everything, to where when you're listening to him, you can listen to 3 or 4 of his songs and he almost sounds like a different artist on each song.
Okay.
So what happens is that, you know, now you're actually going to take, you know, a ride on a journey of 2KingS, because it's unlike anything that you've ever been on, any ride you've ever been on in your life. So I can't really say I can compare myself to any artist from my city or from any artist that's out right now. You know, I love doing what I do, and I think what I do is very unique, and I would just love to let the world hear it.
Okay, so you are trying to make your music a forever thing.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I believe that, you know, music is timeless, you know what I mean? And if you got the right kind of music and a timeless kind of record or album, next thing you know, I can be dead and gone, and my music still lives, like, you know, a lot of artists that we know of. So
I agree. So you're not a mumble rapper.
Nah, I mean, you know, I can if I have to. If the beat tells me to mumble rap, that's what I'm gonna do. If the beat tells me to be smooth and talk slow, that's what I'm gonna do.
So basically, you're saying you can do it all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So who have you worked with?
Okay. Well, right now, in the past, I've worked with, Bun B, Big Crit, my boy DeLorean, Mookie Jones, also known as Orange Juice Jones II, and other local artists, throughout the community and stuff. Right now I've been really focusing on me and just doing my best to put out a great project.
Yeah.
And so the majority of my records and the songs that I did, and the features I got were as Lonestarr Capone. So the record I got with Bun is when I was Lonestarr Capone. The record I did with my man Big Crit with Lonestarr Capone, and Crit, that's family, So, 2KingS, he doesn't have really any real features, it's just 2KingS, and 2KingS is a feature. The other king is featuring, you feel me? So
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So, but how was it working with Bun B?
Man, it's awesome. He's the OG, man. Like, he's the most humblest, the most down to earth, person that you'll meet. You know what I mean? As far as being a star, and reaching plateaus that we all are striving to shoot for. He was more than willing to work with me. I was in the studio when he laid his verse. I watched him lay it. It was just a humbling experience, and I got nothing but love for Bun, man. Shout out Bun, UGK for life,
So who else would you like to work with in the future?
I would like to work with everybody. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the type of person where I'm not gonna be the type of recluse artist and just be low. I'm doing my thing. No, I want to work with everybody. I want everybody to first hear my music and want them to want to work with me too, though.
Okay.
I want them to hear my sound and be like, damn, I want that sound on my next record. You feel me?
You want them to come to your door.
Why not? You know what I mean? And
I feel you.
And I believe hard work can get that.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit more about your single, INeedA? What do you need?
I need a bag. I need everything. Bring it and put it in my hand. Man, INeedA is my first single that I've ever dropped. It's on iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, all your major music outlets. What we're doing is just basically going from the north, the south, the east, the west, just pushing the record, showing love to the cities, hoping for the same love back. And it's just one of those records that you can't help but have fun to. Produced by my boy Fred on them, who produced Flick of the Wrist.
Okay.
So, we ain't playing no games. 2KingS is on the way. Be sure to download it. Be sure you download it.
I already got it downloaded.
You hear me?
So what you saying?
Man, we'll drip one time. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up, man. I'm just loving it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what about Houston artists? Do you guys, is it like a beef thing? Like we just trying to get out? Or
right now,
love?
it's funny you say that. It's all love in Houston. Don't get me wrong, we're a big city. Right now, we're pushing this thing called a Houston rap battle.
Okay.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, we've got attention from Revolt TV and everything. All the
That's
Houston
great.
artists, they're just like throwing verses on their Instagram, and it's like it's a city thing to where we're trying to unite, all of the artists together so that we can come together as one instead of trying to like knock each other down and instead of competing within the city, we should be competing with other cities. You know what I mean? Trying to, because when you look at cities like Atlanta, Atlanta's like the main one. We look at cities like Atlanta, they have the recipe, and no matter how much drama still go out there, man, they got the recipe for success when it comes to music. And cities like us, Houston, LA, other places, man, New York even. They look at that, and they still holding it down. It's like Big Boy said on his record. He was like, they got the ball, and they still want the ball back. South got it, you know what I mean? You got to respect Atlanta for what they do. So Houston, we're trying to do the same thing. So this Houston rap battle started by my man Doe Beezy.
Okay.
And, it's now taking off, So you got Doe Beezy, Killer Callejon, Slim Thug, Bun B even got on it. So it's getting real big, and I'm just excited for the city. You know what I mean? I haven't even done mine yet, but I'm just sit back enjoying it like a fan. So I'm just loving it, yeah, for sure.
So just going back a little bit more about your past. You said you've been through a lot of things.
Right.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it can get a little deep and explicit, but I won't go too deep into it.
Okay.
I will say that you'll be able to hear a lot of my stories in my music.
Okay.
Once you download my music and once you upload my music, you'll hear a lot about what I've been through and the things that I've seen. From of course my bio, it gives you a short little preview. Of course, I've been homeless a couple times. I know what it's like to have nothing, and I know what it's like to bounce back and get something. So at the end of the day, man,
that's amazing.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I really want people to tune in to my my movie and watch the movie and enjoy it, because I'm gonna keep it going as long as God got me rocking and rolling, baby. You feel me?
That is great. God is dope
all the time. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel that your music, what you've been through in your life, has make your music more passionate?
Absolutely. I was speaking about Big Crit earlier. He had told me a quick little story. He had told me, man, he was like, I was about to get signed by this particular artist. I'm not going to say any names. And at that particular time, he was like, he didn't, and because he wasn't ready then. And I was like, why you ain't do it? That's a big name. He was like, because I hadn't lived enough yet. And it made a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's deep.
Yeah, shout out to Big Crit for that one. He told me that. We was leaving Papacitos or something like that.
Papacitos.
And I was like, man, bro. I was like, that's real. And so, since then, even before that I experienced a lot, but since then I've experienced a lot more to where it comes out in my music. And experience is like, your best teacher. And,
that's true.
You can really help a lot of people, once you've been able to tap in or have experienced something, so that next person have to go through whatever you went through. You feel me? Yeah, so that's the real shit about that.
So you've been rapping, you said, maybe for about 8 months.
Yeah, professionally,
Professionally for 8 months.
That's what I call it.
But you always had a passion.
I've always loved music. Yeah, I've always loved music. I've always rap, freestyle and do different things, made songs and stuff like that. And like I said, I just, the type of things and the type of circumstances that were coming up in my life were like big detours for the big vision and the big picture that, I believe that, God's going to help me paint this big Picasso, this big Michelangelo, this big 2KingS, you feel me?
I feel you.
I had to go through some things, and so every time I'm thinking it's about to go down, I'm like, oh, something happens. And most of the time it's due to, of course, choices I made. So I've learned and wisened up a lot, and here I am.
So where do you see your rap career a year from now?
A year from now,
today,
a year from now, man, that's a great question. A year from now, I'm thinking I'm going to at least have 4 singles that's going to be out.
Okay.
I'm going to be a popping artist. They're going to be loving me. I'm going to be, probably going my first overseas, tour, probably maybe in a year from now. God will or something like that. I can't even put any specifics on it because my imagination can't even reach what, my great God has for me. So I'm just telling y'all, man, just stay tuned. 2KingS, I'm here. Both of us are. I promise you.
Okay, well, don't you forget about Music Exclusive TV.
For sure.
Thank you for joining us here today.
Music Exclusive. You know what I'm saying? We play it first. If y'all didn't know, they play it first. Yeah.
This is Lolita signing off from Music Exclusive TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.